So hi guys, we are the Blacksmiths and we are from an unnamed college. Okay, it's an data really makers. Okay, but basically, have you ever been in this situation?
Three hours later.
So many a times we suffer from disgusting software like this stuff which we cannot name or show. Okay, so all that aside, we'd like to get into an idea. Okay.
So this is our idea, ForgeAI. So ForgeAI एक agentic development tool है that is different from existing systems like Hero and Cursor. So how does it work? Imagine तुम लोग एक hackathon में बैठे हो, टीम मेंबर्स थके हुए, ज़्यादा टीम मेंबर्स है भी नहीं, खाना खाना है, भूख लग रही है, काम बहुत बाकी है. So what do we do? All you have to do is use ForgeAI. Simple सा prompt देना है, describe your problem statement, describe your MVP, describe your bug fixes to be made. What it will do is वो तुम लोग का एक गेट रिपो एक सैंडबॉक्स एनवायरनमेंट में पुल करेगा. It will then analyze your user intent and start executing its plan. What it does is तुम लोग का prompt लेगा, उसको एक सब टास्क में माइक्रो टास्क में डिवाइड करेगा.
Okay, so what it does is it will run the micro tasks in separate phases, like it will execute them one at a time. Now, how this happens is, this doesn't always happen by the way. Micro tasks are not always created and run part by part. Sometimes we run things in fast mode. If you just tell it, create a simple task manager app. अभी थोड़ी ना cursor and all are going to create separate instances and make it into micro tasks. It's simple चीज़ है. It will do it in one shot. ठीक है? But when you have more complex tasks, like you have an entire hackathon project or an MVP to make, it will split it up into micro tasks and do them in phases. That is the first part. How it does this? It plans the micro task, plans the step it's going to take, counter question you, create a final plan and make a spec file out of it. Now what your spec file is going to do is it's going to push it to the repository, and now based on that it will spin up its own container. We are planning to use Azure. So on Azure it will run Docker, it will spin up the container and the dependencies over there will be pre-installed. Now it will pull the GitHub repo and over there your spec file, the MD file will also be pulled with it. Now you have your agent and context both in the window. It will then build whatever you want according to it, part by part, and move into, this is the execution plan by the way. By chance, if it did not understand the execution, it will go into cross-questioning loop and it will confirm until it knows what is doing is right. Next part of the plan, in stage 2, this is what I just described, right? Opens the sandbox, installs the dependencies, sets the environment variables. Now we know security is a huge concern, right? Environment variables not every company can give. So what we are planning to do is virtually आगे डाल देंगे. This for students project level hackathons, we don't necessarily always need to set up like the exact.
They don't need a full enterprise grade audit. They don't need a full enterprise grade audit or the safety for the production keys. तो उनका बहुत easily हो जाएगा. But if you are moving on to something like actually industrial grade projects, right? So in that case, we need a more robust solution. तो उसमें we will be doing deep security audits, then deployment optimization, the analysis of the application, etc., deep stress testing, etc.
So basically that is the gist of our application. You can look at our PPT to understand fully what it is about. We have just given this for an explanation. Now this idea we came up with now. This is not some pre-existing project or something, and we will probably work on the implementation of this after the idea also.